LSUFreek here in Corona Land, out in Greater New Orleans. Just want to give you an update. We definitely taking Corona patients right now. Just want to kind of give some helpful little tips. I don't know if you know the difference between bacteria and viruses. Viruses are very small. Let me just show you real quick on the computer here. This is a picture of a bacteria on the tip of a needle, and underneath an electronic microscope you can see how much bacteria is on the tip of a needle. And then when you zoom in even closer, I mean, you've got tens of thousands just on the tip of a needle. And if you imagine one of these being like Mike and Ike's jelly bean kind of candy, a virus is so small. Imagine something smaller than a grain of salt, that you can fit 200 particles around, 200 particles of a virus around a bacteria. With that said, because it can be so pervasive and you don't know where it is, not that you know where bacteria is, but you really need a mask. And of course everyone knows that the N95 masks are the ones that really protect you against any viruses. I wanted to show people how to put one on, because I see a lot of people touching their mask when they should never touch the front of the mask, especially if you're going to reuse your mask a lot, like we unfortunately here at the hospital have to do, because we don't have a big enough supply. But let me just show you real quick. Always grab just the elastic bands, okay? Now I'm gonna put this up against my face, okay? And the way to put it on, you're putting the top part on the top of your head, and then bend your head down and bring the bottom part around the base of your neck. Never touch the front of it to put your mask on. Then remove in the opposite order. The bottom part first, and then this one. Take it off. And then if you can throw it away and get a new one, that'd be ideal, but not even us nurses have that opportunity. Sorry about the hairdo. I'm in the Nick Saban length stage. I'm well on my way at the end of this month to have the Mike Gundy do at some point. That's what I anticipate, but I'm sure I'm not alone in this. Thank you for the people that have reached out and have offered their concerns and stuff. I've been doing nursing for 18 years now, and since the get-go, I've been doing contact isolation, and I've been exposed to MRSA, VRE, C. diff, Acinetobacter, AIDS, all those patients I've been in contact with, so I'm used to gowning up, putting the goggles on, the headgear, and the gown. So this coming back around, it's in the vein of what I do. Not that I haven't contracted any of those diseases, and I hope I don't get COVID, but there's always the chance. So I'm just being extra precautious right now. And with that said, the N95 mask, we as nurses have always been told that you should not be able to smell anything, because when we get fitted for it, to make sure it's a tight seal on our face, they do a smell test, and you're not supposed to smell anything. Well, just recently when I had the mask on, my cameraman and co-worker, Vernon, he actually farted, and I smelled that shit, okay? And I was like, I don't think I was supposed to smell that. Well, I went and looked online. The N95 mask does not prevent fumes or vapors or gases. And that certainly was a gas, okay? Might actually have been a solid though. Anyway, if I can leave you with one tip that everybody already knows, but the main thing is you have to assume that corona is everywhere. You can't wipe down enough, and then all of a sudden you touch your keys that you forgot to wipe down. Now you got potential corona on your hands. The main thing is, if you assume it's everywhere, just don't touch your face. And more importantly, the mucosa of your face. Don't wipe your eyes with your hands. Even if you think that it's clean, it may not be. Even if you just washed it, just try to get in the habit of not touching your face any longer. Don't wipe your eyes with your fingers. Don't dig in your nose. Don't suck on your fingers, especially not in that order. Anyway, just want to give a little update on where I'm at, maybe some helpful tips, and I hope you'll stay safe.